The following documentary is produced for URA in conjunction with Singapore's 25th anniversary celebration. A cozy coastal beginning. A strategic entrepot on the east-west trade routes. A tropical climate enhanced by swaying greens. A land with an exotic blend of many races. These sum up a unique Singapore experience. Their harmony make up our past, our legacy, and our future for city planning. Harmony and balance, a vision guiding the physical development of Singapore into the 21st century. Awesome mission. A formidable task for land-scarce Singapore. Our planners are, however, undaunted to achieve their objective. Through the concept plan, they envisage a Singapore for the 21st century.
A concept plan in Singapore is a long-range land use and transportation plan. It is a broad brush plan that sets direction for urbanization in Singapore. And with that plan, the various government agencies can then develop more detailed land use plans and also decide where to build the major developments, the major facilities, roads, and infrastructures. In the Singapore context, the concept plan we talk about refers to the plan that was completed in 1971, updated in 1980, and it is currently under a major revision. Broadly speaking, the concept plan consists of 5 urbanized corridors for the whole island, 2 along the southern coast, 1 more on the western half of the island towards the north, and 2 more on the eastern half towards the north and the northeast. So with this plan in place, we have been able to then decide on the priority for the clearance of squatters and slums. And with the clearance of the squatters and slums and the new land, vacated land available, we have been able to revitalize central area, plus some of the fringe commercial areas. We have been able to build public housing in the form of new towns along the urbanized corridors. We also have been able to develop industrial estates, principally JTC. But in the concept plan, we also generally locate the residential areas, particularly the high-density residential area, along the urbanized corridors, and locate the major industry along the fringes, keep the open spaces in between the corridors, and also reserve as much as we can recreational areas along the southern coast.
Having brought our city through its teething stages, now with a mature economy, an active private sector in land development, an upcoming, educated, affluent population, our planners can gear themselves towards a plan for the 21st century. A plan for quality, identity, variety.
Minister, how will the concept plan shape the future physical development of Singapore?
Well, first of all, it will make available land for our changing needs at the most suitable location. Secondly, we intend to decentralize so that those activities that need not be in the central area can be carried out in regional centers. This will mean better use of our transportation network, and we will, in this context, encourage the development of regional centers such as those in Tampines, Woodlands, and Jurong East. Thirdly, we have mapped out an integrated transportation network comprising extension of the road network and perhaps a light rail system and an extended MRT system. And the land use planning is closely integrated with this transportation network so that we get the best use out of the transportation network and best use out of the land.
Physically translated, this offers an exciting Singapore. A Singapore towards a theme of harmony and balance. Downtown Marina South is a future business core. Its strategic location near 3 MRT stations and its accessibility to Raffles Place and Shenton Way renders it a perfect extension of the existing financial district. Yet, it will be a Shenton Way with a difference. Hotels, shops, restaurants, even some residential forms will grace its waterfronts side by side the offices. Key vistas, carefully planned open spaces, boulevards accentuate its urban skyline. A light stroll after work will be an enchanting experience. The planned linkages not only take one from the downtown to the sea, but fringes the entire waterfront for a continuous panoramic view. With a good mix of uses, our future downtown will throb with life all round the clock. In contrast, life stops after 5 in the present downtown. It is also becoming more crowded and expensive. Traffic capacity too is a limiting factor to the growth of commerce, trade and industry in the area. Decentralization of activities away from the downtown area is therefore a viable solution. Decentralization involves the development of regional centers. Already, 4 have been picked to serve regional employment, business and residential catchments. areas via expressways, major arterial roads and the MRT. They cater to commercial activities that do not require location within the central area to operate. Each regional centre will also have an identity of its own. An excellent financial and physical infrastructure, the presence of a highly educated workforce, changes in the economic and industrial structure, and the demand for a total business outlook in park-like workplaces account for the need of a new working environment. This takes the form of business parks. The Singapore Science Park is a sample of business parks to come. Here, high technology, high value-added, science and knowledge-intensive modern industries, together with their support facilities, are housed within a high-quality physical environment. Exploring the interior, one finds a flexibility in the usage of floor space. Often, one single building co-locates a string of business functions. Light industrial space, combined with research and development activities and auxiliary office support functions, merge into one to give the area its distinctive identity. The Science Park is strategically located to take advantage of the resources and facilities of NUS and NTI. Future business parks will be prime locations for modern industries in a landscaped park-like setting. Well-designed flats with excellent finishes, outfitting and public spaces will be the hallmark of tomorrow's housing. Adorning each new town will be its characteristic town parks, pocket parks, and green linkages. There will be an adequate mix of public and private housing. More affordable, attractive housing will be provided by setting aside more land for condominiums, townhouses, semi-detached and terrace houses, and bungalows. The present average floor space of 20 square meters per person will be upgraded to 30 to 35 square meters per person. This is similar to a family of 4 staying in a 3-room flat, changing to a 5-room flat. Housing of distinctive and creative design will be available at choice locations with water frontage or near parks and recreational areas. Marina South, Marina East and Tanjung Ru, for instance, are future residential sites for quality waterfront housing. To complement the economic and residential developments, the present network of expressways, MRT lines and bus services will be upgraded and expanded island-wide. Expressways, semi-expressways, major arterials and minor roads will span the island to link the central area to the regional centres, as well as connect support linkages to the region. The Woodlands checkpoint will be redeveloped to serve as a modern gateway from the north. In addition, a light rail transit system will supplement the MRT and improve accessibility to public transport. The light rails are likely to link the new towns along the northeastern coast, Orchard Road to Sentosa and Hougang to Katong. The aim? A comprehensive and well-integrated bus rail system to effectively provide an attractive alternative to car travel. Enough land will be allocated for the upgrading and expansion of seaport and airport facilities to ensure continual growth in these sectors. Some examples include the Changi Terminal 2, new ferry links, and the International Passenger Terminal. Harmony and balance. This is also evident in the planning of public facilities. Schools will be located with other compatible land uses like community centers and sports complexes to enable sharing of amenities. On the whole, this means the physical upgrading of schools in terms of better facilities. At the social level, planning will also consider the need for single-session full-day schools and quality schooling environment. To attain a high standard of healthcare that is within the economic reach of many, new polyclinics will be built. Major hospitals will be strategically located to serve the population of each region. In anticipation of a growing pool of artists, art administrators and allied professionals in the cultural field, planning include identifying suitable facilities for the performing arts, museum, art gallery and library at suitable locations. Besides culture, 21st century planning has a higher priority for leisure pursuits. There will be more parks, more open spaces for a quiet getaway from the hectic city life. A plan to provide an island-wide green network linking major parks and gardens is also underway. Wherever possible, nature reserves, wooded areas and swamps will be preserved. Will be an added highlight. For example, the History Park at Fort Canning. A future adventure park using disused granite quarries in Bukit Timah will provide more greenery and serve the recreational and leisure needs of the Singaporeans. More than a garden city, the Singapore of the 21st century is to be a beautiful island city. In the concerted effort to maximize her water assets, the public will soon see more of its waterways beautified. Beachfronts, marinas, urban waterfronts are being planned comprehensively for the future. Out east, the Changi beaches will be developed for holiday resorts and beach-related leisure activities. Down at the south, Sentosa and the Southern Islands will make quality recreational areas. There are greater plans ahead for Marina Bay and the Kallang Basin. Set against the majestic backdrop of the city, Marina Bay will become the bay for events and national celebrations. Competitive water-based activities, national events and important festivals will abound in this spectacular urban setting. Up north, the Kallang Basin will be a basin for fun and recreation. Tanjung Ru a future waterfront promenade will be lined with cafeterias, restaurants, specialty shops and recreational facilities. An exciting place for family outings. Together with the sport facilities of the stadium area and the sandy beaches at the Kampong Bugis area, the public can look forward to more fun and outdoor adventures. What's more, comprehensive planning includes a stretch of waterfront pedestrian network linking the Marina Bay and the Kallang Basin to another focal point of the future, the Singapore River, the river of history and entertainment. Here, a leisurely ambience will prevail. There will be a mooring of tongkangs to serve food on board, while pushcart stalls on the river mall will serve snacks and sell souvenirs. Vibrant, progressive, modern, the city of tomorrow is also a city with a soul. The theme of harmony and balance in city planning climaxes in the vision of a unique tropical city with a distinctive Asian identity. Part of this vision is the revitalization of the Civic District, a rich historical area bounded by the Singapore River, Clemenceau Avenue, Orchard Road, Bras Basah Road, and the Esplanade Park. The district will also be the historical colonial hub of the city, as well as the nerve center for national celebrations and ceremonies. To integrate the various parts of the district, a linkage system based on a hierarchy of routes is proposed. The ceremonial route is an urban street that helps to orientate pedestrians to the core of the city. The Heritage Link, a vehicle and pedestrian path that connects buildings outside the ceremonial route. Historical trails fork from Fort Canning Park to its surrounding areas, while the waterfront walks edges the shoreline of the city. For differentiation, a variety of streetscape elements suitable for the character and purpose of the route will be used. Conservation efforts will continue to play an important role in creating the unique tropical experience. New developments will be built amidst old shop houses to provide an exciting contrast of the old and new. Religious and institutional buildings, monuments of historical, architectural or cultural significance will successively be preserved and upgraded. This is not all. The quality of life will improve even further.
the quality of life for Singaporeans. How will the concept plan improve that?
First of all, the concept plan makes available enough land at the best location for the various needs, such as housing, education, medical, cultural and recreational purposes. We are also laying more emphasis on identifying the best location for housing, such as those near parks, near water bodies and so on, so that our people are housed in the best areas. Thirdly, as I said, the transportation network is an integral part of land use planning. And we're also going to pay more attention to urban design. We're going to encourage new forms of housing. We're also going to make sure that all developments have within them a proper pedestrian network so that people are encouraged to use public transportation systems. And the overall urban design will be people-friendly and in the human scale. I think this would greatly improve the overall landscape and living conditions in Singapore.
An excellent concept plan. An energetic thrust into the future. Under the guidance of our city planners and with the support of our people, we are on our way to our vision. A tropical city of excellence.